All right, so we have another series set up for you guys at Z Ultimate Upland for a in-home kit. As you can tell, these are called agility ladders. Some of us have more imagination than money, so the agility ladder that I've created or put together is with an extension cord, and clearly you don't want to be stepping on the ends. It's like stepping on a Lego. Obviously, when it's cold outside, the extension cord is going to be hard to work with. We've got our helper here today, and he's going to work with us on doing all the techniques for you guys, so demonstrating. So if you don't like what you see, you can go ahead and refer to him, Dylan. All right, we also have the other option if you don't have an extension cord, and we're going to go to t-shirts. So I'm sure everybody's got a whole bunch of t-shirts at home, so we're going to have Dylan show you guys how to roll a t-shirt real quick as it's folded on the ground. Real simple, real easy. Take it, roll it into a ball like a burrito or enchilada or whatever you guys like. Place it in front, just like so. And there's your agility ladder on that one. There's also pool noodles if you have a bunch of those hanging around. We've got a small little set here with the mop and the broom. And then last but not least, everybody's got sidewalk chalk. So Dylan's gonna go ahead and demonstrate how to make a sidewalk chalk agility ladder. Just drawing straight lines. Give yourself, it's almost like hopscotch. This is what we used to call it when we were kids. Now they call it agility ladder, and they don't have numbers and a prize at the end of it, unfortunately. And there's that. So those are several different ways you guys can create agility ladders for yourselves at home. Find an area. You don't need it to be more than probably 10 steps or 10 pieces. Again, the extension cord. I guess you could use a ladder too, but the ladder is a little more dangerous. You can also use the t-shirts, pool noodles. Make sure mom's okay and dad's okay with the broom and the mop in case you break them. And then obviously the safest one is the chalk. We'll be back with some more drills. Hope you guys enjoy it. Set up your ladders and we'll work on some drills today. All right, we're back with the agility ladder workout. Dylan's going to start off with a horse stance position. We're going to use the extension cord. The goal is to make sure that we land in a horse stance every single time, not touching the ladder itself, and then obviously landing on the balls of our feet. So we'll kind of give you guys a close-up of what's going on. The first jump he lands is going to be on the toes. Got it? Notice the heels are not touching all the way through, down the line. When he gets to the end, he'll drop and do 10 squats right there. Boom. Count them off as 10, just like so. That's your first workout. After he's done with his 10, he's going to turn around. He's going to keep his feet together on this next one. Again, heels are off the ground the whole time. Try to stay focused on the ladder itself, not touching it, keeping the feet at a certain distance. And once again, he'll do another 10 squats here once he has room. Obviously not that close to the wall, but that's what he has. There's your 10. You have legs apart in a horse stance, returning back with your feet together, almost like a pogo stick. All right, that's your first set. Good luck, guys. Do that about 2 times each. So 2 times with the horse stance, back and forth, and 2 times with the feet together, hopping through the agility ladder. All right, we're back on the first set of drills for footwork. As we all know, in martial arts or any sports, your footwork drills are very important. It's great to be able to use your hands, but having fast feet is a huge benefit in any kind of sparring or drill techniques. So today we're going to be working on bouncing over that original one that I sent out on YouTube. It's the coronavirus one that I worked on for everybody, but we're going to go a little more detail on this one. So Dylan's hands are going to go up. On guard position, left leg is forward, right leg is back. And what you'll notice is this particular drill is designed so the person can basically keep their upper body in a neutral position while their feet move forward and backwards. So right now, most of the weight is already on the rear foot of Dylan. That is his right foot. His forward leg, as you can tell, is off the ground. So as he leaps forward over the broomstick, it'll be his left leg first, then his right leg. So you're kind of dragging. If you notice, he's leaning forward onto this forward foot, right? And then he's got his rear foot up. Got it? He'll return back. It'll be right to left, then left to right. He'll continue doing this back and forth. This is kind of a hard pace to maintain, and obviously if you touch it, you'll do 1,000 push-ups. You go back and forth, and notice how much his upper body is moving right now as he's transferring from forward to back because he's going so slow. As he starts to pick up the pace, you'll notice his upper body from his belt up will start to neutral, and then his feet will move a lot faster, and almost like you're bouncing. So you don't have a lot of time to sit down and put your heels down on the ground. So one heel is almost off the ground the whole time. A little bit faster, Dylan. Keep going until your upper body gets to neutral position. You'll feel the burn in your legs, which is good. You just smile through it. And notice how his upper body is. His head's not as moving is not moving as much forward and backwards. Got it? So you're hopping back and forth. And it's minimal movement right over the stick is what your goal is. Left and right, right then left. Got it? Then we'll switch. So return back to your original position. You're going to put your right leg forward. You'll start off with most of the weight onto the back foot. So that'll be his left leg. Right? His right leg is in front, which is like in a cat stance. Now he's going to leap over. 1, 2, it'll be right then left and right, going backwards, and then he'll continue the same thing. So it's like a juju train. It slowly starts up and then starts to pick up its pace as he feels comfortable. Breathing is an option, or just hold your breath the whole time. Sometimes holding your breath works better than breathing. And then he'll continue to move faster and faster. But again, remember, look in the camera and look at your screen and watch how much his head is moving right now until he starts picking up the pace, minimizes his feet, and you'll notice his head starts moving as much forward and backwards as it does up and down. And you're going to drill this. I usually put a timer on it, do, I don't know, a couple seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. If you don't have a timer, use the one on the microwave. Back and forth. Got it? As you can tell, Dylan's smiling because it's starting to probably burn. And you're going to start drilling that. So I just wanted to give you guys a little more detail on how that works. Thank you, Dylan. And enjoy the workout. All right, guys, here we go. So now we're going to get a little more coordinated with this one after you've practiced the back and forth. The brain will usually tell you to not want to step forward with your forward leg because you usually stride forward typically with your rear leg when you walk or do anything else. So this particular drill, again, is a little more difficult. You'll notice a big difference if you're comfortable with your left leg forward, right leg back. You'll notice a huge difference when you put your right leg forward because your brain will be like, what's going on? So here we go. So this is our next drill. This is basically settling in between the sticks. Again, you can use any of the noodles, the ropes, anything you need to work on this particular drill. So hands are up on guard. Rear foot's got most of the weight on it. That'll be Dylan's right leg. And notice his front foot is off the ground just slightly. So he's able to hop forward. So everything in your brain will probably tell you to jump forward with your right leg, but don't do it. It'll be left and right. So he hops in, holds position, hops in, holds position, hops in, holds position, and again, now you're not going to change anything on this one. You're just going to go backwards now. It's going to be right then left. So now notice how he's pushing forward off his front leg and landing right in between the pockets. Perfect. Then he'll switch his feet. This is where it gets complicated. Your brain has to go over it. And usually if you hold your tongue in the top left corner of your mouth, it probably helps. Other left. Oh, sorry. Ready? So this will be, again, most of the weight to start this thing off. It'll be confusing, but the goal is to push off the rear foot, right? So the front foot is light. So pushes forward. Pushes forward. So he's pushing off the rear leg to land forward. Basic drill. Now it's going to change. He'll lean forward just a little bit. So most of the weight will be on the front leg. So he's going to push off the front leg, landing backwards. Make sure you guys check your rearview mirror before you go back. Good. And there you go. Got it. Now we're going to switch it. All right, so left leg forward, right leg back. Same drill here. So this is going to be a same position. You're going to land into the box, and you're going to release a left jab. So left jab out. So landing, pushing off. It'll be left, right, left. Again, left, right, left. Left, right, left. So you're landing. Now watch again. It'll be his footwork landing first, then he'll release his forward jab. So right, left, left. Right, left, left. Right, left, left, and right, left, left. Notice the separation. He'll switch it. Other side, this is where it gets complicated. Remember, you're landing your footwork first, then releasing the punch. Do not do it all at once. We'll get there in a minute. So again, this is the basic drill. Your body's going to overload and probably puke on itself on the thought process. But again, remember, the footwork goes first, then you release your hands. Okay, so basic drill, beginning drill. So rear leg is back. Obviously, it's going to be his left leg. He's going to push off his left leg, landing into the box, releasing his right jab. Got it. He's going to land again and again. As you can tell, he's landing his feet first, waiting, and then releasing the punch. Now we're going to go backwards. So we'll transfer the weight to the front foot. This is going to be weird. Your left leg lands in the box first, and you kind of creep back just like that. It'll be left, right, right. Left, right, right. Perfect. Now we're going to switch again. Here's where it gets difficult. Again, practice these at least 20 times. Do it until you're bored. We only have a couple sticks set up here. Highly recommend doing at least 20 or 30 rounds of these things before you keep moving on to the next level. So the next level is going to be all of it happening. The punch will be landing when the front leg lands. So example, his left leg, go ahead and shake your left leg, Dylan. When that thing hits that center box and the rear foot follows, he's going to release the punch on the left hand. So reset, do it again, Dylan. So the minute his foot lands, he's releasing the punch. This will be off the, so technically the count is called a 1-2. So the 1 is the left foot landing and the jab landing simultaneous. So here we go. As he lands, go ahead, boom, releases the punch. Notice the timing. He's kind of leaning into it. He's exaggerating just a little bit right now. So now this will be the same thing going backwards. By the time his right foot hits the pad or in between the sticks, he's going to release his punch. So this will be awkward. One, boom. A little late on that one. You got to punch sooner. Sooner. There it is. Got it. Now again, repeat that one more time. Let's show it again. Ready? So it's going to be all at once. Hopping forward and blasting. Hopping forward, blast. Hopping forward, blast. Again, try not to lean forward. He's leaning forward a lot just to demonstrate the difference on how to move forward. And then here we go. So now we're going to jump back. And on the right foot landing, you're throwing your punch. So your left leg doesn't even make it in the box before the punch is thrown. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Now here goes the hard part. Switch your feet. Good luck. Here we go. So this will be right leg forward, left leg back. Right leg lands in the box as you throw a punch, and then your rear leg follows and drags behind. So notice how much easier that is. That's the right side. Believe it or not, you'll probably do really well on this one. Notice that. A little late. A little late. So remember, you want to land it when the punch lands one more time on that one. So again, landing and striking on the first step. So there's 2 steps on this piece. You're hitting on the first step. All right, watch this. This will be a first step hit. First step hit. Don't count the second step. Good. And there it is. Got it. Good luck with that. And that's your drill. All right, here we go. We're going to up the challenge a little bit more. We're going to do the same setup. This is called typically a pull drag. When you're on guard position, you'll be pulling your forward leg forward and then dragging the rear leg with you. So this particular drill is going to add the secondary punch now. So we're going to land forward into the box. We're going to release our left hand, and then right after that it's going to be our right hand. So it's going to be 2 punches and 2 footwork moves, right? So it's going to be 2 steps with your lower half and 2 steps with the upper half. So it'll be a hop forward, land in the box, fire 1-2. Go slow, reset, 1-2. Again, 1-2, left, right. Same thing happens with the hands. If you notice, his feet go left, right, and his hands go left, right. Here's where it gets a little more complicated when you make it to the end of the box or the agility ladder. Ready? This will be a right leg stepping, but a left hand punching. Right leg steps, left hand punches, left, right. Hopping back, left, right. So it's opposite going backwards and the same going forward. Great drill to work on. Coordination, hopping backwards in a line, and you just drill it over and over again. You get one more. Then he'll switch his feet. Here we go in his hands. So again, remember, it's his right leg moving first, then his right hand firing first. So the goal is to land the punch while you step forward. So notice he's trying to time the right foot and the right hand together, and the left hand's on its own. It just fires after the punch is done. So this is a right, left, right, left. Remember, we're going same forward, opposite going backwards. So here we go. So it'll be his left leg back, right hand punching. For some of us, this may feel more comfortable because this is typically what happens to your body. When you walk, your opposite hand swings forward as your forward leg goes forward, or backward goes forward, and that's your drill. All right, our next drill is going to be real simple. We're going to have our left leg forward, right leg back. It's just a guard exchange. Actually move into the light a little bit more. Let's try this. So you're going to be exchanging your feet. Left leg forward, right leg back. He's going to switch. He's going to jump and switch. Got it again. So just practice switching back and forth. Just jump, go ahead. So it's a different series. If you notice the side view. Got it. Go a little bit faster, Dylan. Let's see how it looks like. Boom. Just hop, just like you're doing jumping jacks. There you go. So that's the switch, right? Notice the upper body stays neutral. Hands are switching at all times. We're going to go into something a little more in depth, right? So we're going to make our way all the way down by switching. So you're going to have to put one foot in every single one of these boxes, right? When I say boxes, clearly there's no line on the other side of these bow staffs or these sticks, but he's going to make his way all the way across. So he starts with his left leg forward, right leg back, and every single time he hops, switches through, he's going to switch. We're going to go slow. Switch, landing center, switch, landing center, switch, landing center. So every single time he's making his move forward. So neutral, center, boom, and switch. Then obviously he'll go the same way. Notice the switch. Now here we go. So he'll go back. So the first hop he goes through, he's going to switch through, in the pocket, out of the pocket, in the pocket with his left, out of the pocket. So he's hitting that pocket twice, right? Right in between. Boom, boom. Left leg in, left leg out. Left leg in, left leg out. Left leg in, left leg out. Got it? Now let's see how fast we can pick up the speed. Ready? Here we go. So hands are on guard. No hands motions at this point. All we're doing is feet. Ready? This is a basic footwork drill. Again, you can adjust these sticks however close you want. If you like them being farther apart, as you bring them in closer, you'll probably get rid of one of the moves. So let's work it all the way through. Here's this full speed, all the way down the line. So you're going to stay on your toes the whole time. Hands are on guard. Fire off whenever you're ready. Pop, pop, back and forth. He's hopping all the way through. Notice he's almost double tapping every single spot there. So watch again as he goes back. Ready? Go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Got it. So the count is basically a 1, 2. The 1 means that you got into the box. The 2 means that you're out of the box, but you're still in front of the box. And the number 1 is when you move on. All right, guys. Good luck with that drill. Okay, the next drill is going to be a little more complicated. Again, coordination drills at home for you guys. that are stuck there. Horse stance position for all of our students here that's watching this video. You're going to start off with your right number 1 block. So Dylan will execute his number 1. Then he's going to mesh number 2. So meshing means that you put your other hand out before you pull the other one in, and you simultaneously. So by the time the block is done, the other hand is back at elbow position. So watch again. He's going to mesh. You're going to practice number 1, meshing number. So you're always meshing. The new block is on the outside forearm. New block is on the outside. He'll just continue doing it, and I'll show you guys how it works. Notice how his bottom hand, the new block, is always in front of the other block. So number 1 is the new block, number 2 is the new block, and it goes outside. It's called meshing, right? So from a horse stance position, long motions. Now his hands are going to go on guard, like a regular guard position, and then he's going to mesh smaller stance. So notice his stance changes. So his hand comes out to do number 1 off the rear, which would be his right hand. And then now notice, instead of putting his hand back, he should have it up front. Got it. So now it's a shorter range of motion. You're going to roll 1, keep your hands on guard. Number 2, good. There you go, back and forth. Just drill it. Hands stay on guard. Notice one hand is always protecting the chest. It's no longer going back to elbow position. Just like so. Here's a side view. He's meshing 1, and hand stays in front of chest. Hand stays in front. Again, still wiping in front of the other hand. Wiping in front of the other hand. Perfect. 1 and 2 meshing. Got it? Good luck. Practice that a bunch of times because the next one's going to be really tough. Good luck. All right, so here's where it gets complicated. It's almost like doing jumping jacks, but not quite so easy. We're going to have you guys start off with your right leg forward, left leg back. Hands are on guard. That'll mean your right hand is forward and your right leg is forward. Again, remember, right leg is forward, right hand is forward. Now, he's going to jump and switch as he does. Actually, before we jump and switch, he's going to apply number 1 block, which is with his right, and his other hand, notice, is on guard position right there. Got it? So now as he switches his feet, he's going to switch his hands, meshing to the outside. So there's a switch. There's 2. Good. Again, jump. 1. Jump 2. So it's whichever leg is in front is the same hand that's in front. There's number 2 block. 1, 2. 1's with the right. 2's with the left. Back and forth. And you're going to just drill this over and over again at least 10 times. Got it? Or have someone call them off for you. You're just going to go back and forth, right? Doesn't matter what you land first or what happens. Again, you're still meshing the hands. Hands are on guard. All right, guys? Good luck. All right, here we go. Just the footwork. Meshing hands. Number 1 and number 2 block. Great workout drill. Just the footwork. Everybody watch. Here we go. Starts off with his left leg forward, right leg back. No hands are moving at this point. Switches out with 1. Puts right leg into the box and switches, stays in the box. Notice how this works. He has 2 taps. He's going to touch his right foot in the box and then his left foot in the box. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. You're traveling to your right or to your left. Good. And once you get to the end, you'll obviously go back the same way. Let's go. So it'll be left, right, 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 and left. Got it. So here we go. So standing on guard. Now we're going to go right into the meshing hand blocks. Ready? Number 1 and number 2 blocks. So hands are on guard. As Dylan comes around and jumps into right leg forward, left leg back into the next box, he's going to apply number 1 block. Go. So he jumps, lands number 1. Got it. Now when he switches and stays in that box, he'll apply number 2. So switch and go 2. Good. Notice his hands are on guard. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hands are on guard at all times. 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way through, back and forth. If you do this correctly, you'll be doing 2 blocks per every single section, separating. Going back, here we go. So this will be his left hand number 2, right hand number 1. Back and forth. If you can speed this up, that'd be awesome. Good. Look at that. Good. Hands are on guard at all times. Make sure your hair looks good while you're doing this. Don't hit the sticks or you go to this 2,000 push-ups already, Dylan. Got it. All right, so here we go. Next round. We just got done doing the number 1 and number 2. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys are confused and there's smoke in the house, it's probably because your brain's overloaded. Number 3 and number 4 block. Number 3 block starts off with your right hand coming across your torso, keeping your hand on guard. Now number 4 block is going to be when you switch your feet, you go right into number 4 block. So he's going to jump and switch, number 4, standing on guard. Make sure the block gets pushed over enough to where you're covering your torso, and then switch again. Ready? This is 3 and 4. Again, you can hop in place, kind of get used to the drill. Back and forth, kind of crossing the body. Elbows are in front of you at all times. You're back and forth. It's up to you on how high you want to jump. You can do this a lot faster if you want. This one seems to be a little easier because your hips are rotating. With the switching of the feet, you're automatically applying an inward block. Let's walk over to the pattern set, and here we go. 3 and 4 block. Again, once you've got it down, remember you're going to do 2 blocks for every section. So here we go. Let's try it. As he steps forward with his right leg, jumps forward, his right hand blocks, number 3, and then he'll jump and switch out of that. Good, number 4. So he's doing 2 blocks. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Minimizing your hops as you get better with this. 3 and 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Good. A little bit faster as we get better. Here we go. So starting off with the left. Here we go. Number 4. So as he hops forward, pop, pop. Good. Fast. 1, 2. Pop, pop. Good. Pop, pop. Good. Back and forth. You're just going to drill this a bunch of times. 10 times if you can. Enjoy it. And 3 and 4 block, guys. Good luck. All right, let's roll on. Next one, number 5 and number 6 block. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. Ready? So he's going to play, Dylan's going to play a number 5 block, coming straight up, blocking up. Now watch the hands. Before we move our feet, Dylan's going to take the hand that's on guard, which is his left hand. He's going to mesh it over the top. Just like number 1 and number 2, it's going to be on the outside. He's going to continue drilling this. Go ahead. Don't worry about moving your feet. Go ahead. Just do your feet, or just do your hands, I'm sorry. So notice how he's meshing to the outside. The new block is going to the outside of the body and blocking up, and you're flexing your forearm at all times. Ready? Now we're going to switch our feet and block. So this is number 5 and number 6. Number 5, meshing 6. There you go. 6, 5, 6, 5. Meshing the hands and bringing. You're going to want to bring your hands back to elbow position. Do not do that. This particular drill is to keep your hands on guard and landing. If you notice, everything's happening at one time, landing and blocking all at once. So let's walk over and let's see how this looks on the pattern set. Here we go. Start off left leg forward, right leg back. When he puts his right foot in, he puts his left foot out. Here we go. Ready? Jumping in. 5 block mesh. Go. So you have 2 blocks per section. Boom, boom. That's 3,000 push-ups, Dylan. Good job. Back and forth, and you're going to go as fast as you can as you get better with this. Hands stay in front of the body. You're going to want to bring your hands back, I guarantee you, because of your pinion number 2, all the other ones that we've trained you to do. You've been trained. Switch your feet. There you go. So bring your left leg in. There you go. Fast exchange. 1, 2. Pop, pop, keeping the hands on guard. Great drill to work on. Again, you can use anything you can. Be creative on the floor, but you're moving side to side. This will help you in your sparring. All right, guys? Number 7 and 8, ready? So right leg is forward, left leg is back. Obviously, number 7 is with your right hand. Downward block, elbows slightly bent, muscles are obviously flexed, other hand is on guard position. And now watch, he's gonna mesh the top hand, his left hand, on top of the other one. Just like so, and hand goes on guard. Again, you're gonna wanna bring it back to elbow position. Don't do it. This is a great drill. For most of you guys know that this is like a wrist lock, and basically it's a hammer fist coming down. Grabbing, hammer fist, chambering. Grabbing, hammer fist, chambering. Got it? So that's your number 7 and number 8 block. So let's see it. So right leg is forward, right hand number 7 block downward, hand is on guard. He'll switch his feet and hands as he meshes. Notice his on guard position. So this is how it works. This one kind of looks cooler, almost like he's a movie star, but not quite. Got a little more hair to do. Good, got it. So let's walk over and do this one over there. Let's go. Ready? This is sidestepping. So one of the most important things about sparring is that you're able to get out of the opponent's way by moving to the side. And luckily you can do that hopefully by sidestepping and then doing a block and then countering punches. Ready? Here we go. Starting off left leg forward, right leg back. As he switches through, right leg goes forward, clearing out 1, 2. So again, 2 blocks per every single section. Moving to the side, obviously minimizing how high he hops. I know he loves to jump. Got it. Back and forth. Pop, pop, and pop, pop. Returning back. Here we go. You can just go right into it. Hands got to remain on guard. This is mainly a drill for you to go sideways and switching your hands and keeping them on guard. That is what it's usually used for. It is a very gross motor movement, so there's not a lot of fine motor movements happening here, but it's just basic. Guys, got it? That's your 8-point blocking system with the meshing hands and obviously the in-home kit drill for agility ladder.